ones last.
Hiya, so glad to see you back here on Rogues Crime Galleria. I'm Todd H., your host, coming to you from an undisclosed location in the Sunshine State. And tonight's story is going to be about somebody you should probably not trust any of your money with. I'm sure you don't have to worry about it anymore. But it's about Bernie Madoff. And I wonder how much he actually made off with. Pun completely intended. But before we get started, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons and the notification bell. That way you don't miss any shows. We're on every Monday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right now, let's get into it.
Okay, so today we're gonna dive into a really fascinating story.
Oh, yeah.
The story of Bernie Madoff.
It's a big one.
It is a big one, and we've got some really interesting sources, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff came out, after the whole thing blew up. So we've got news articles.
Right.
We've got a great overview from the Crime Museum. And then, of course, we've got the very, very thorough Wikipedia entry on Bernie Madoff.
Always a good source.
So, yeah, I think our mission is to sort of really try to understand how this happened. And, the scale of it is just so huge.
I mean, that's what's so wild, right?
Yeah.
The impact of this is just massive.
Absolutely. And, I think the thing that we see over and over again in these sources is the just incredible deception and just the layers and layers of lies.
Yeah, he built this whole persona of trustworthiness.
Right.
Which makes it even crazier.
Yeah. And so, when you go back to the beginning, it looks like kind of a classic American success story,
Yeah.
Bernard Madoff, quote, financial genius.
Right.
Seen as a trusted friend by so many people. And this financial titan started Bernard L. Madoff Investment Securities, LLC in 1960.
Wow.
With $5,000.
That's it.
That's it. And so fast forward to 2008 when all this stuff comes out,
Right.
His firm is this major player, like the 6th largest market maker in S&P 500 stocks.
Oh, wow.
And he's the chairman of the board up until his arrest.
Yeah.
So being a market maker means that his firm is essentially facilitating the trade of stocks for all these major U.S. companies.
Right. So everybody trusts him.
Exactly. And I think that's what's so important here is that this role as a market maker kind of provided this umbrella of legitimacy for this more, kind of secretive investment advisory side of the business.
Yeah, where all the funny business was going on.
Exactly.
Classic move.
And then 2008 comes along and bam, everything hits the fan. And the revelation that he's been running this Ponzi scheme.
Since 1992, according to the Crime Museum.
Since 1992, which is just mind-blowing.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and so I guess we should probably just do a quick reminder, what is a Ponzi scheme exactly?
Right, because some people might not know.
Yeah, so a Ponzi scheme is basically where, it's a fraudulent investment operation. Where returns are paid to earlier investors with money from new investors rather than actual profit.
Right, just constantly paying off the old with the new.
Exactly, and this whole thing collapses.
Yeah.
Because Madoff confesses to his sons.
Wow, so his own sons turn him in.
Yeah, and I mean, can you imagine being in their position?
I can't even imagine.
Both in personal and professionally, involved in the firm, and then to find out that
your whole life is a lie.
Yeah, your dad is this criminal mastermind.
Yeah, and then they did the right thing.
Yeah, they went straight to the authorities.
Wow.
And it just set this whole chain reaction in motion that led to this massive exposure.
It's wild how fast it all happened.
Yeah, so let's just lay out the timeline here.
Okay.
So December 10th, 2008, Madoff sits down with his sons, Mark and Andrew.
Right.
And just confesses everything, says the whole thing is one big lie.
Just like that.
Just like that, says the asset management unit is this massive Ponzi scheme.
Wow.
The very next day, December 11th, the sons go to the authorities, the FBI moves in, and Madoff is arrested.
Wow. Talk about a fast response.
I know, right? It's just as soon as that confession is made, things just completely fall apart.
Well, I mean, they had to move quickly, right? Think about it. I mean, the amount of damage that could be done if they waited even another day.
Yeah.
So many people could have lost so much more.
And then the legal process moved really quickly, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So March 12th, 2009.
Okay.
Madoff pleads guilty to 11 federal felonies. 11 federal felonies. And we're not talking about, little tiny infractions here.
No.
Money laundering, perjury wire fraud.
Wow.
All these really serious charges, and all of our sources emphasize that he insisted he was solely responsible.
But I'm sure a lot of people question that, right? I mean, given that his family was involved in the business.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, whether they were complicit or just negligent.
Right.
I mean, that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
But yeah, he pleaded guilty, which of course meant that there wasn't this long, drawn-out trial.
Can you imagine what that trial would have been like?
I know, it would have been crazy.
It'd have been the trial of the century.
It would have been insane. And the Crime Museum, they call the whole proceedings this media circus.
Oh, I bet.
And Judge Chin, who presided over the case, called the fraud extraordinarily evil.
Wow.
And the sentence reflected that, too.
Okay, what's the sentence?
150 years in prison.
Wow.
And $170 billion in restitution.
170 billion.
Which is just mind-blowing.
That's an insane number.
And, you know, I was looking at the Wikipedia page, and it even lists his projected release date.
Really?
November 14th, 239.
So never.
Essentially, yeah. He would have had to live to 201. Just to be eligible for release.
I mean, 150 years.
Yeah.
That was basically life sentence.
Absolutely. I mean, that just shows you the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
Like they were sending a message.
They were.
With that sentence.
Right. I mean, 170 billion in restitution is never going to be paid back.
No.
But it just shows you how much fictitious wealth was circulating in this scheme.
Yeah. So given, you know, the scale of this whole thing and the severity of the sentence.
Right.
I think we have to ask ourselves, how did he pull this off for so long?
Yeah, that's the big question, right?
Yeah, like what were the mechanics of this one big lie?
Right.
So according to the SEC indictment, which is laid out in detail on the Wikipedia page, it actually seems deceptively simple.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Madoff had all these office workers creating false trading reports.
Fake reports.
Fake reports. And these reports were designed to match the returns that he had promised his clients.
That was just all made up.
It was all smoke and mirror.
That's incredible.
And it was so effective because it preyed on people's desires. You know, they wanted to see their investments growing steadily.
Of course.
And these reports gave them that comfort.
So how do they make them look so real?
Well, they had this computer program.
Oh, a computer program?
Yeah, that they were using to, like, backdate trades.
Backdate the trades?
Yeah, and manipulate account statements.
How?
And there's this crazy quote from an employee who supposedly said...
What did they say?
I need the ability to give any settlement date I want.
Wow. So they were basically just making it up as they went along.
Exactly. They could make it look like trades happened at any time.
So they could justify the gains.
Exactly. Like if the market went down, they could just backdate the trades to before the downturn.
Oh, wow. That's so devious.
Yeah. And Madoff himself admitted that he wasn't investing the money.
Where was the money going?
He was just putting it into a bank account at JP Morgan Chase. Yeah, and then using that money to pay off redemptions to other investors.
It was the classic Ponzi scheme.
Exactly. And the thing is, when you look at the timeline of when this fraud started, it's a little bit unclear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Madoff himself claimed that it started in the early 1990s.
Right.
But the Wikipedia page mentions an ex-trader who admitted to fabricating records.
Oh, wow.
All the way back to the early 1970s.
So much earlier.
Yeah, and then some investigators think that it could have started even earlier than that.
How early are we talking?
Potentially as early as 1964.
Really? So practically from the beginning?
Yeah, almost as soon as the firm opened its doors.
So it was a lie from the start?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just shows you the depth of the deception.
Right, it wasn't just a one-time thing.
No, it was this ingrained pattern of behavior.
Yeah, and think about the scale of the devastation.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
The Wikipedia page says it's like $65 billion.
I know. It's just this huge amount of money.
And the human cost is huge, too.
Absolutely. I mean, beyond the financial losses, you know?
Right.
Think about the shattered retirement dreams, the erosion of trust.
Yeah.
Like the psychological impact.
I mean, people lost everything.
They did. And, you know, the Securities Investor Protection Corporation trustee estimates the direct losses to investors to be around $18 billion.
Okay.
And thankfully, they've recovered over $14.4 billion.
That's great news.
It is, but that still leaves billions of dollars unaccounted for.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just big institutions that were affected, you know?
Right.
Like a lot of regular people got caught up in this.
Like who?
Well, our sources name some very high-profile victims.
Oh, yeah, like who?
Kevin Bacon, the actor.
Wow.
Sandy Koufax, the baseball legend.
No way.
Steven Spielberg's charitable foundation.
Really?
Yeah, even banks in the UK and Japan.
Wow.
But this BBC article that we looked at really emphasizes that this wasn't just a rich person problem. Like, a lot of ordinary folks got caught up in this, too.
Yeah, they probably thought he was so trustworthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they ended up losing their life savings.
That's off.
And there's this really telling detail in the Wikipedia page.
What's that?
So apparently, in mid-2008, Madoff's firm had $5.5 billion in its Chase account.
5.5 billion.
Yeah. But by late November, that number had dwindled to a measly 234 million.
Wow. So they were bleeding money.
They were, and that's just not enough to cover the flood of redemption requests that were coming in.
So that's when it all falls apart, right?
Exactly. I mean, as soon as investors start asking for their money back, the whole house of cards collapses.
Because there's nothing there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Madoff himself for a minute.
Okay.
So born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens, got a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science from Hofstra University.
Interesting.
Even spent a year at Brooklyn Law School.
He was a smart guy.
He was very smart. And what's interesting is that his family was really deeply involved in the firm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So his brother, Peter,
was a senior managing director and the chief compliance officer.
Wow.
His brother's daughter, Shayna, worked in rules and compliance.
Okay.
And then his sons, Mark and Andrew, were also involved.
It's a family affair.
Yeah. And it really makes you wonder, like, who knew what and when?
Right. Was the whole family in on it?
And it's worth noting that Peter ended up being sentenced to 10 years in prison in 2012.
Wow. So he was definitely involved.
Yeah. So, it wasn't just Bernie.
Yeah.
And the impact on the family was just devastating.
I can only imagine.
So in 2010, exactly 2 years after his father's arrest, Mark Madoff committed suicide.
Oh my gosh.
And our sources also mention that Madoff and his wife tried to commit suicide together on Christmas Eve, shortly after the scheme was exposed.
It's sad.
And then in 2014, his son Andrew died from lymphoma.
Oh, wow. So much tragedy.
I know. It's just, beyond the financial devastation, the human toll is just absolutely. I mean, you think about the pressure and the shame, the public humiliation.
Yeah.
It must have been unbearable.
Yeah. So Madoff spent his final years in prison first at the Federal Correctional Institution in Butner, North Carolina, and then later at the Federal Medical Center there.
Right.
His inmate number 61727-054 became this sort of symbol.
Why?
His downfall.
Yep.
And the Crime Museum quotes him as saying that jail was much safer than walking the streets of New York.
Wow, he knew he was hated.
He did, and he died in prison on April 14th, 2021 at the age of 82 from a combination of chronic kidney disease, hypertension, and atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease.
Wow, so he had a lot of health problems.
He did, yeah, and he was cremated in Durham, North Carolina.
Oh.
And it's so strange to think about his life before all of this.
Right.
Because he was actually a prominent philanthropist.
Really?
Yeah, he served on a bunch of nonprofit boards.
Wow.
And according to the Wikipedia page, many of these organizations trusted him with their endowments. Oh, no.
Yeah, and those were wiped out.
Wow.
Some foundations were even forced to shut down.
That's terrible.
And it's especially ironic because he later donated to lymphoma research.
Oh, after his son was diagnosed?
Exactly. And he also made a lot of political donations.
Interesting.
Mostly to the Democratic Party.
Okay.
And it's just this really stark contrast,
Yeah, like two completely different people.
Between this public image of generosity and this secret life of criminal enterprise.
It's crazy.
And the Madoff story has become so ingrained in our culture that it's been depicted in all sorts of media.
Like what?
Well, we've got documentaries, films like Woody Allen's Blue Jasmine.
Oh, yeah, seen that.
TV series like HBO's The Wizard of Lies.
Oh, wow.
A Radiolab podcast episode.
Really?
Even a Chevelle song.
Wow.
Inspired by the victims.
That's interesting.
And of course, tons of books.
Oh, I bet.
Both fiction and nonfiction.
It's a story that just keeps giving.
Yeah. And it really shows you the lasting impact of this whole thing. I mean, it's a cautionary tale, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like about greed and deception and the consequences of unchecked financial crime.
That makes you think about the ethics of the whole financial system.
Oh, yeah.
And the need for better regulation.
Absolutely. And speaking of consequences, it's important to remember that efforts are still underway to recover funds for the victims.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So the court-appointed trustee has been working tirelessly.
Right.
And the Wikipedia page says that they've recovered over $14.4 billion.
Wow. It's a lot of money.
It is, but billions are still missing.
Yeah.
And it just highlights how difficult it is to undo the damage of something this massive.
I mean, a lot of people are never going to get their money back.
I know, it's heartbreaking.
It is.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive into the Bernie Madoff saga, I think it's clear that the scale and duration of this Ponzi scheme are just mind-blowing. It's this huge betrayal of trust, with devastating consequences for so many people.
Absolutely.
And, one of our sources points out that in his final fabricated account statements, Madoff was showing $47 billion in profit.
Fake profit.
Totally fake profit.
It's insane.
It's just insane. And I think it really reminds us that, there are these vulnerabilities in the financial system. And there are people out there who are willing to exploit those vulnerabilities for their own personal gain.
Absolutely.
So I think the Madoff scandal really forces us to think about the balance between trust and verification, and the importance of having really effective regulation.
And to protect people.
Exactly. To protect people and to protect the market as a whole.
Yeah.
So I think our final thought for you today is this.
Okay, I'm listening.
What were the factors that allowed this to go on for so long?
That's a good question.
I mean, the SEC investigated him multiple times.
Really?
Yeah. And people like Harry Markopolos were warning everyone.
Wow. And nobody listened.
It's incredible. So what does this tell us about trust and oversight?
Right.
And the complexity of the financial world?
It's a lot to think about.
It is. It's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
And, I think it's a question that's going to stay with us long after this deep dive.
Definitely.
So that's it for today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next time on the Deep Dive.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for sticking with us for another great show. Yeah, trust seems to be a very hard thing to come by these days, especially when you're talking about your finances. You just can't trust anybody. It's probably a good idea not to, unless it's somebody you know terribly well. And even then, who knows? Anyway, I just want to say that this is Todd H. again, and I want to give special thanks to my co-hosts, Eli Stone and Nora Steele, who always do a bang-up job on every one of these shows. Thank you so much. And please make sure before you go, you hit the like and subscribe buttons. It really means a lot to us. It helps the channel out, and we can continue to bring you great shows. That's the end of this one, so we'll see you next time on Rogues Crime Galleria.
Step inside. Don't look back. Every shadow's got a name. From the alleys where the cold steel sings, to the suits with blood on diamond rings, ghosts of power, greed, and flame. Every legend leaves a stain. Whispers crawl through history's halls, mugshots hanging on haunted walls. Outlaws riding, empires fall. You're one step from it all. Truth gets buried, lies get tall, but we're the ones who hear the call. Welcome to the Rogues Galleria, where the wicked live forever. Every crime, every killer's tale, locked in time we unveil. Yeah, the darkness tells ya you can't run from your past. In the Rogues Galleria, we make the legends last. We make the legends last. Ponzi kings with a silver grin, my boss deals in a world of sin. Six gun smoke in a desert sky, another outlaw lives a lie. Cold case files and a killer's code, buried truths on a broken road. Every story that chills your spine, we bring it back to life. No escape when the truth gets loud, faces staring from the crowd. Welcome to the Rogues Galleria, where the wicked live forever. Every crime, every killer's tale, locked in time we unveil. Yeah, the darkness tells ya you can't run from your past. In the Rogues Galleria, we make the legends last. We make the legends last. Every name carved in the night, Every wrong dressed up is right. If you listen, you'll hear them breathe in the gallery. They never leave. Welcome to the Rogues Galleria. Step inside, don't you falter. Every sin, every twisted mind, we expose what you won't find. Darkness calls ya. Now you're part of the past in the Rogues Galleria. You ain't leaving once you pass. Rogues Galleria, where the stories never die.